Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Crystal Lee. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel to check out more videos. It's been a while since I made a chair yoga video. So today I feel really inspired by the spring renewal energy. So let's give it a go. Take your time to set up. You just need a sturdy chair, a block, and we can begin. Taking a seat wherever you are, finding the ground, placing your feet on the mats on the ground, whether you have your shoes or bare feet. I typically like to sit away from the chair, and sometimes I do like a block, just placing it behind and sit back to the chair. So then it's sort of remind yourself where your spine is in space. Having that support definitely helps a little bit to gauge where your body is in space. And once you find a comfortable seat, you can choose whether you want to close your eyes or soften the gaze downward. And from this moment, you're just breathing and being as you are. No need to change or adjust anything. Feel the connection with your palms facing either up or down on your thighs, the connection with your feet to the earth, and that open spaciousness above your head. Grounding yourself in your space helps you to regulate your heartbeats, calming the nervous system, just noticing where you are, that you're safe. Tapping back into that ever flowing breath, that rhythm that you already have inside of you. Feeling that beginning of your inhale, in the middle pausing, and then the end of your exhale. So always have that beginning, middle, and end. And see if you can tap into that rhythm or that middle pause. When you have to exhale, just allow the breath to flow through, feeling that natural pausing at the end. Take a few more cycles of that to ground yourself right now, right here. Coming back home to your body. What does it feel like to rest in this moment? And how does it feel to be present? Being present is to notice that when your mind wanders somewhere else, and then choosing to come back and begin again. Take two more just like that. Really enjoying this full cycle of breath. It's early in the morning, so really taking time to appreciate this morning, the sun shining. I don't know where you are, but in this room, just so bright, and feeling the energy, soaking it in. I hope that where you are also has the sun. Such a good reminder that to begin with this good intention, reminding yourself what the practice that you want to cultivate, what energy, placing your hands in front of your heart, just connecting yourself. to yourself right now, appreciating the arrival, making time to even be here for practice can be so healing. Reconnecting yourself to this moment, remembering what inspired you and motivate you to be here today. And for the rest of the time, I encourage you to continue to take good care of yourself, bring some sense of curiosity and maybe a sense of playfulness into the practice. Not everything have to be right or wrong, but to have that curiosity to explore what your body can do for today, honoring where you are. We inhale, release the arms, keeping your back against that block if you already have it. Exhale, softening and relaxing the arm, fingers, and wrist. Inhaling, reaching up, gathering energy. Exhale, softening. Taking two more just like that. Exhale, releasing. Breathing in to rise up. Breathe out. Placing your left palms over your right. Inhale to reach up towards your third eye. Exhale towards the sky, flexing your hand. Lowering down slowly. Changing the arms, so right palms on top. Inhale. Exhale, stay and straighten your elbows. In any case, if you are modifying, it could be pushing forward. Doesn't have to be a full flexion. So anytime you reach your arms up, you're flexing your shoulders. And if you can reach your arms up due to injuries or range of motion, you can definitely do less, right? It could be forward, releasing. So let's do one more. Inhale, left palms on top. Slowly sweep up, reaching up, straighten your elbows. And even if you're here modifying, this is still all right, right? You're still getting a really nice stretch under your armpits, your lats, your shoulder blades. And then release as you exhale. Take your block away and just set it aside for now. And the next thing, we're going to do some breathing exercise. So we'll do three. If you have done it with me before, is inhale, shrugging the shoulders, exhale, dropping. You can do it as fast as you like, one breath at a time. You can also slow things down. Go at your own pace. We'll be doing about 30 pumps. Once you finish, just closing your eyes for a moment. Feel the energy maybe shifting. Cool head, warm belly. Bring the energy down to your dantian, your lower abdominal. Just feel that you're sitting still upright. The second, we're going to do some rotation work. Bring the tip of your fingers on the top of your shoulders. Again, go at your own pace. Try to steady your feet and your base. So you're not moving the hips, just moving your thoracic spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And you can start anytime. When you finish the last pump, just allow your hands to rest. Anytime you, any position will be good. Palms down, palms up. Take a moment to settle into great. And then the next thing, we're going to reach the arms up. Again, if reaching all the way up is not available, you can reach forward and back. Okay, so it's open palms and then bring your elbows down. 30 palms at your own pace. You can close your eyes. You can keep your eyes open. Keep going. There's 10 more, in and out through your nose or through your mouth. Last 5. When you're ready again, rest your palms somewhere on your knee, on your leg, somewhere. Just allowing yourself to integrate, feeling the energy, moving the energy down, down, down to your lower belly, to the base of your spine. Feel that spine getting lengthened as you sit up nice and tall. Relaxing the shoulders. And we'll inch the hips forward. So we're going to lift the hips one at a time. Kind of walk forward. So I'm going to show you a side view. It's kind of like lift, elevate, depress, and then go back and forward, moving the hips, shifting. It's kind of hard. Definitely not recommend a swivel chair for chair yoga. But this one really works for me. I like the color of this chair. But if you can just finding a chair that's not swivel because it really moves. So now I'm going to face you guys back here. Let's take some spinal rotation. You can widen your feet a little bit more and then rotate 5 circles in one direction. And then when you're ready, you can change it up. Go the opposite direction, feeling this side of your body. Is there any sensation? So your body is constantly communicating with you, whether you know it or not. So when we pay attention, we can get in touch if we're doing too much or if we need to modify. So sometimes your body kind of just let you know when you need to prepare the body to do something. Sometimes you're not ready. There might be some sensations. So let's come into a seat. After the rotation, we're going to do some lateral flexion. So reaching your hands down. If you have the chair, the leg of the chair, you can hold or reach down. Some of you have longer arms. You can touch the ground. You can also set the block side to side and try to reach down for it so you can know how far it'll go. One side versus the others might be different. Keep going. We'll do 3 more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, side to side. And think about leaning back. Imagine there's a wall behind you. I often said that even the back of your head, right? Usually sometimes I see a lot of leaning forward and try to reach down. So it's rolling the shoulder down away from the ears and leaning back to that imaginary wall. Think about that side bend. Now stop in the middle. Let's take a field cow and cat. So I'm going to show you the side view. Bring your chin down, start to round your spine. On inhale, we're going to do the opposite. On the exhale, bend your elbow, moving your chest forward. And just one breath at a time. Inhale to round. Usually we do inhale to arch, but we're just going to play with the difference, right? Opposite, Wherever you start is all good. Exhale. Now come back to center. Let's do inhale to arch, diving forward, moving your chest through. Exhale to round. Slowly connecting with your rhythm. Breathe in to go forward, arching your tailbone, moving your heart forward and up. Maybe a little bit of an extension of your cervical spine. Look slightly forward and up. On the exhale, you round. Lengthening your tailbone down. Feel your upper back. Right. Protracting the shoulder blades. One more. Inhale. And exhale to round. Good. Come back to sit up nice and tall. And let's take it to a twist. Let's do a seated twist. Let's grab yourself a block real quick and take it to a narrow way and then squeeze the block. You might have to walk your feet in a little bit to keep it hip width distance apart or 2 fist distance apart. And let's rotate to one side. I'm going to go to the right. Actually, this is my left. Right hand connect to the left knee. You can mirror me. You can do the opposite. It's okay. We're going to do both sides. And then if you can, look back. Inhale to return. Exhale, go to the opposite side. Sit up nice and tall as I show you the side view. Think about lengthening, rotating on each exhale, opening your thoracic spine. There's only a very little rotation in your lumbar, so think about moving your chest and rib cage. And then eventually your cervical spine has a lot of rotation. Just look back when it feels good. And sometimes I do a little less when I have a stiff neck. Just you still wanted to rotate, but maybe in a gentle way. And returning back to center. We move the block to the side, please. And let's widen our feet. We're going to raise one heel at a time. You may or may not see it, but I'm coming onto my toes. Try to grip the floor, the carpet, or the mats with the toes. Take your arms up overhead. On the exhale, rest your right elbow down, reach your left arm up. So we're going to do thread the needle. It could be left arm to 12 o'clock. If you can lean back slightly bit, you can open up. So use the bottom elbow as a leverage. I like to press down to open up. Think about a strap across your chest and you pull it up. On the exhale, weaving through the armpits. Let's do 4 more breaths. Inhale to reach up or leaning slightly back and exhale through. Breathing in for 3. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale, last one. And exhale. Take it to the other side. So just swip around and reach this opposite arm up. You can lean slightly back and reaching back towards the corner. Take another breath to feel that expansion. So chest open, armpits, underarm, side body. Exhale, weave your hand through and see if you can gaze at your fingertips. Let's do 4 more. Inhale to reach. Follow your hand. Exhale, follow your right arm. Inhale to reach for 3. Exhale. Soothing breath. 2 more. And exhale. 1 more in breath. And exhale. Taking your arm and then connect with the right. So now I'm going to use my elbow kind of to open out a little bit. Moving out. And then taking your hands inside. Drop your shoulder whatever that shoulder might be. This is my right side. I'm looking over at my left elbow. Feel the spiraling rotation from the right rib cage. And then slowly sweep across and then drop the left shoulder. Look over to the right elbow. So one arm is straight and one arm is slightly bent. Side to side. Let's go back and forward. Back and forward. One arm is straight and then come back. Round yourself and slowly come back up. Toe heel your feet back to center and let's do a little tap. It's kind of like you're running in the same spot, running on the spot, and then move your arm back and forward. Keep going. So your feet and your arms are going in a different speed. And then slowly come back to stillness. Sun salutation on the chair. Inhale to raise the arms up to your upward salute, Urdhva Hastasana or tall mountain. Exhale, palms together to heart center. Hinge forward from the hips and fold. Inhale, sending your arms forward. Exhale, sweeping back to locust pose. I'm going to show you the side view. Reaching the arms back, straightening your elbows. And then lift your chest. Bring your thumbs by your side. In breath, cobra. Exhale. Take it forward to plank. Flexing your hands, pushing. Imagine there's a heavy door in front of you. We'll do a downward facing dog in a chair position. Bring your arms by your ears, hinging slightly forward. Hold it here in downward facing dog. On the exhale, come all the way up. Mountain pose, exhale. Pinkies to the side. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's do that couple more. In breath to rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, tall mountain, upward salute. Hands to your heart, bow and fall. Inhale to lengthen forward and sweep back. Exhale, locust. In breath, thumbs to your side, cobra. So you're arching and lifting the heart. Exhale, plank. Take a breath in and a breath out. Downward facing dog, leaning slightly bit, pushing the sky away, flexing your hands. Ears by your bicep. Come all the way up in breath. Exhale, release. So now let's try to incorporate one breath, one movement, since you kind of know where it's going with the same thing. In breath, reach up. Maybe look up. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, send your arms forward. Exhale, locust. Breath in, thumbs by your side, arch a little bit more, lift up, cobra. Exhale, push away. Breathe in. Downward facing dog, ears by your bicep. Exhale, all the way back to mountain. Take a breath in and a breath out. Beautiful. Let's hug your right knee into your chest. So first we're going to do a active lift. So knees flexion, hip flexion, release your hands if it's available. Notice that you're not leaning behind the chair and then kick forward. Now you can actually hold on to the back of your thighs. This is definitely recommended. It's going to give you support. Notice that the shins, the knee, and hips don't move. And try to rotate the ankles only. Slow circles for 3. Full range, your range. 2 and 1. The other way. You can definitely look at your foot, right? Seeing the rotation, feeling the ankle, the toes. Man, there's a lot of cracking going on here. And then slowly let go. Flex your toes and lower all the way. You might have to scooch your bum a little forward. so that your heels kind of land. You might have a block, so go ahead and reach out for the block. Sometimes having block is very, very helpful. So the foot goes down, and I'm gonna scooch back a little bit, and we're gonna do a hip hinge forward. So you can rest your hands or block on your shins, on your ankle, on your foot, on your toes, whatever it lands, really. There's no forcing, however. So now I'm gonna push even my block against my toes. My toes are pointing upward. And then I hinge forward. Take 3 slow breaths in and out. And try to shine your heart forward. I'm working with lengthening the spine here. And then slowly release. Take your block and set it to the outside of your knee. Now you're twisting and see how far it will go, right? So I'm hinging and twisting, hinging and twisting, letting the block rest anywhere. It could be next to your knee, next to shins or ankle. Keeping your left hand on your block, right hand to your lower back, and peel your shoulder open into that half split twist. This shape is equivalent to a twisting triangle. So front leg is straight. So I'm going to show you the front part. You are pressing the left foot down, opening your right rib cage, chest, and maybe your gaze can be anywhere, looking up, looking to the side, connecting to your breath. Pick up the block and release. Take your block to the side and come back up. Hug your right knee into your chest. Connect to your knee, shins, and open out, hand to knee. So extend the hand to knee, can be here. You can also hold on to the back of your thigh. If you like to kick out, you can. And if you have a grip on your foot, you can definitely work on that, right? So whatever is there for you to explore, just go ahead and experiment the shapes, and you can stay wherever is comfortable. Slowly landing out. So I think about, as I'm looking at my front foot, front knee is in 12 o'clock. This leg is in 3. If you're the same, if you're mirroring me, that leg will be a different clockwise. It'll be like 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. If it's confusing, don't worry about it. Right leg, it's gonna lift up, heel tap. 1, 2, prepare for tree pose. And hover. Active range, hold it here. Shining your heart forward for 3, 2, 1. Bring your knee back in and lower down. Nice. Set up at the other side here. So now we're hugging your left knee, hugging the left knee, and then maybe actively lifting for 3, 2, 1. Hold on to the back of your thigh, flex your toes, victory pose. Some of you have a little bit more strength, right? So then maybe release one hand, maybe both arms. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Hold on to the back of your knee and just circle out the toes. Circle out the ankle. So steady your shins. I'm going to show you the side view. The shin doesn't move. Go to the opposite side for 3, 2, and 1. Once you land, flex your toes, lower your heel down, and maybe you hinge forward and grab yourself a block real quick, and then press onto the toes. Keep flexing your foot. You can also change it up to a different height of the block, right? And maybe some of you like, I don't really need the block. I can try to touch my shin, ankles, or toes with my fingertips. Then you pull your chest forward. So I'm going to quickly turn to the side, and then it's an extension of your spine, reaching. Noticing the sensation on your leg somewhere, right? So for me, could be a different experience. So for me right now, I'm feeling the back of the thigh, of course, little bit on the front hip, but everyone is different, right? So just validate how you're feeling right now in your own body, how we show up right now. Be curious. And then we'll slowly come back up. You may or might need a block, but go ahead and grab a block, twisting over to your left side. So the same thing as we're setting up for a twisting triangle or a half split twist. Placing your right hand down. The block can be any side alongside your outer leg, really. Left hand to your lower back and open up your chest, facing out and maybe looking up. Hold that for 3, 2, and releasing 1. Unwind yourself. Hands to your hips and come all the way up. I'm going to move the block to the side, otherwise I will kick it. So hug your left knee into your chest and open out. Extend the hand to knee. Make sure that this leg stays, the right leg stays as it is. Extend the hand to knee, can transition to maybe a little dynamic kick. If it's available, you can hold the foot, toes, and go into that extension, right? Extending the leg. You can always revisit the last 2 suggestions, continue to kick or stay, and then slowly set your foot down. So now this is the left foot. So if you're using the left foot, it's turning either 10, 11, or 9 o'clock. Right. So let's come into a tree pose. Hover. You can raise the heel or reach up and then hover. Active range for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knee back in and slowly set it down. All right. So let's come back to a cow and cat first. Resetting your spine, cow and cat. Inhale, exhale. Your hands can be forward. Your hands can also be flowing with your spine. So anywhere it goes, right? There's so many different options to flow with that waves, spinal waves. Really lubricating the vertebrae, the disc, keeping your spine healthy. Now we're gonna moving in circular motion. Again, resetting your spine. And then go the opposite direction. And once you land, let's take it to a eagle arm. So we're gonna work on some of the shoulders. Before we set up for eagle arm, we're gonna do some shoulders. So that's where we're heading. So pose our eagle arm, eagle bind, and placing your elbow, raising your elbow to about shoulder height, unless you are modifying, you can lower down. But bring your elbows in, palms together, lifting the elbows. This is step 1. We're gonna pose this here, feeling the shoulder blades area. Try your best to squeeze your forearm, squeeze your elbows in, and then release, open back out. Nice. Without moving the wrist, you're gonna bring your arms down so the wrists do not break. So a lot of the times the wrist kind of move. Try to even out, right? So the wrist don't move, the wrist, arm, and elbow kind of stays the same. And you alternate. Notice the wrist don't move. If you look at your hands, you can be more honest to tell. Sometimes we need some visual cueing or reminder, right? Sometimes we don't know whether it is correct when we feel something, right? So you just kind of look and see how you Adjust how you place your body in the space. Once again, learning your proprioception. Slowly learning about the position, the body, the movement, and how it feels. And then come back to your goal pose. One more time. We're going to squeeze the palms, squeeze the forearm. Maybe the elbows connect. The second time, how does that feel? Lifting the elbows away from your chest. Pulses here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open that go now. This time, both of arms going to go down. We'll do 5 of these. See, now you can kind of use your peripheral views and see if you can tell whether your wrists sort of drop. Go slow. No need to rush. And then stay here. I'm going to show you a side view. Now move your elbows back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Chest, don't really move. Try to think about moving your shoulder blades in for 8. Oh, I'm feeling it in my shoulders already. 7, 6, 5. Strengthen your back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Now keep the arms like robot, right? Robot arm. And then it's elevating back to where you first started without moving your arms towards your chest. So a lot of the times I see is that the arms started to come closer to your chest. As it brings forward, it will be on top of your thigh or even outside your thigh. So try to know where you land. Inhale, exhale, 8 count. Lateral raise. Really focusing on the shoulders. Lateral raise. Oh. Now I think 5 more. Counting's a little off when I'm speaking at the same time. So do what you can. Sometimes we end up doing like 12. So maybe you can count 2 on your own. Last 3, 2. Again, not moving the wrist one. So now like resting on an armchair. Beautiful. Move your elbows behind you into extension. Keeping your arms not really swinging, but like really activating your back to that robot or armchair on for 5, 4. Squeeze. Now think about your mid back here. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Extend the arms back and hold your chair. Usually there's something behind you to hold. I have the chair here, and then I'm gonna use my arms to hold it. Lean forward. Find your way to sort of like an airplane arms. Now, if you know that the chair is there, just spin the palms down, palms facing the chair, and moving the shoulder, rotating forward and back. For 6 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rising up. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Let it go. 2 more. Let it go. 1. And find your way back. Fix your hair if it's in a way. And let yourself rest for a moment. Set up for your ego arm now. So I'm going to offer you a couple stops that you can take and see what resonates with your body today. Arms up, goal pose, just like how we started. Bring your right hand down and just slide your elbow across. Step 1, right? So bus stop number 1, you can stay here. Just work with lifting. Ooh, this might be plenty to work for, right? Work on that. And then maybe you started to cross a little further. Crossing a little further. Crossing. And then give yourself a hug. Lifting the elbows away, any amount, away from your chest. It could be a dynamic lift or a static hold. You can hold it there and count and breathe into whatever you're feeling. That's good too. And then if there is the half bind, you can see if it's available. A full bind would be fingers connecting to your left palm or thumb. This is the right arm under. And then lifting the elbows away. Grounding the feet, dynamic lift. You can feel that the upper back moving. The shoulder blades are moving. Protracting, moving away from the midline, and then also upward rotation. Hinge and fold. Hold it here in your nesting eagle. Try to find drishti, just looking beyond your fingertips or gazing down at your wrist, whatever is comfortable for you. Breathing into your back body, into your back body. To release, started to come back up in one piece. Unwind the arms. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, moving down. Inhale to reach up, palms up. Exhale, palms down and out. Goal pose, and let's work on the other side. So left arm down and connect with your elbows. First stop is just lifting and then noticing if this feels good, right? So always like check in with yourself. And then to progress, you can walk to the middle. If there is a connection, knee, elbow to elbow, give yourself a hug, lifting your elbows away from your chest. And then you can work with half bind, full bind, whatever is available for you. This is your practice. And always remember, there's no comparison from this moment, from yesterday, last practice to this moment, because we always meet ourselves where we are. This is the moment, the only moment that we can check in with. Soothing breath in, soothing breath out. Soothing breath in, releasing breath out. Nestor ego, if you're still with me, no matter what your arm position is all good. It could be hugging the shoulder, moving the elbows away. You can stay here. Looking forward, finding a gaze point, right? So is gazing, looking, but not really focusing, right? You're looking at a point, soften that gaze. And then press down through your feet and come up. Release your hands. Circle up 2 times. Palms down, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms out and down. Good. Lower down. Let's work on our legs and some back bend. So let's walk our feet towards the left side. Your left side. Again, swivel chair is not it's not great. I have to really center myself. Take your right leg and just glide back. So it could be a slightly bit. It could also be stacking your knee and hip into double knee lunges, like 90-90. Rock onto the balls of your back foot. So working on the ankle. And then from here, hold the chair. You may have a lift up to a split squats. Try to hold the chair. If you're not lifting up, no worries. All you do is just maybe rocking on the ankle. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 times, whatever is available for you. 2. I know some of you can press and lift, working on the leg strength of your back quads and your hip flexor. Lower down. Beautiful. Taking a block and set it next to your left foot. So you're leaning slightly forward. Pick up the block and then take it all the way up. Flex your hands. Rotate the shoulder as you look back. Maybe you have a resting place, which is your ankle or your calf. Take your left arm up if it's available, if you feel steady, right? We're gonna be rotating the arm, full circle, come back down. On exhale. Take 3 more. Follow your own rhythm. It might be a little faster or slower. So if this is not the pace that you want, you can change it up. Got one more here, and we're gonna go into a reverse. So stay here, really soak in what this moment is like. Sun is feeling so good on my face right now. Breathing into this moment, appreciating your own practice. Your breath is a gift. You are a gift. And then come back. Take your block down and then walk your foot out to gates pose. So now as I'm facing my left side, my right leg is going to 3 o'clock. Kind of like making an L shape, if that's what I see in this angle. And then rotate. So I'm gonna be rotating back and see if you can catch the back of your chair. Inhale back to center. You are facing your left leg. Exhale, nothing moves. The leg stays the same. Inhale back to center. Exhale, moving back. Breathing back to center. On the exhale, lean forward. Resting your elbow. Take your right arm up to the sky. Hold it here. And then on the exhale, you're going to come back all the way up. And then resting the elbow. Keep this right arm up. Come back. Resting the elbow. Exhale. Now, some of you can touch the left ankle. Go for it. And I'm going to show you real quick what it looks like if I'm facing the left side. So it looks like this. I'm reaching down. I'm coming back up. I'm reaching down. I'm coming back up. Now face your left side, keeping the right leg extended. 2 more, keeping your right arm up unless you are modifying. To progress this, you're going to get a block and flex your arm. You're flexing your right wrist, really. And come back. With or without block, you can extend all the way down to the right leg. Gates pose in a seated position. So it looks like this. If I were going to turn to you, reaching down for your right leg. Come back to center and bring this right foot inching in. So now set up for your twisting chair pose. So now I'm facing the left side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right elbow to your left knee. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now you can choose to do something a little bit less. Right arm to your left knee and left hand behind you. And you can hinge forward, go into your chair twist. Palms together, left hand to your lower back, whatever works. Here, the front view would be this, right? So I'm looking over my left side. I'm going to go back to my left side. So you kind of know what it looks like. Feel that you're spiraling your midrib and unwind yourself. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands behind you. Taking a camel. So seated camel can be here. You are always welcome to stay with your arms extended back, right? Your shoulders are extension. If you want, separate your feet and go into a bridge pose. You can lift your hips off the chair. Hold it here for 3 or thumbs down for 2 and 1. Lower down. Walk your feet all the way to the other side. So take your time. I'm going to grab a block and go to the right. Whew. Okay, so the outside foot is your left. Just open out, and then glide it down. Some of us might be just here, right? You can still work on those ankle rocking forward. Stay as you are or move back a little bit to 90 degrees. Up to you. Some of you are going to keep working on the ankles. Some of you are going to have a lift. Straighten both of your legs. I'm going to shorten the stand so that I can go into that split squat. 5. Hold the chair is a good idea for more support or not. 4, whatever you're working on. Everyone is a little bit different in the journey. Again, you're going to listen to you, your own body. And last one, make your way to a seat one more time. Walk your foot behind you if you can. Catch a block and set it by your right foot. Inhale to lift. And exhale, open. Full range. Take your right arm up to your reverse. Reverse. And then bring it all the way back down, lunging. You're going to do 4 more just like that, and we're going to go to a twist, okay? So let's try. Inhale, exhale. Feel free to linger a little longer if it feels good to stretch, right? Having this block, you probably need a lighter block. So I'm using a cork block. Just think about so heavy to kind of rotate, but it's good. Good for my shoulder. 2 more. Keep going. And 1 more. Trying your best. Hold it here. Take 3 breaths. Now, noticing what you're feeling in this side, on this side. On the shoulder, hips. And then release. Take your block, just set it down. Now, you're going to press the left foot out into a gates pose. So now, you may have to adjust, but then your ankles are right under your knee. That's the left leg is extended, okay? And then rotate, so hands in front, and rotate your body to the back. Hold it here. Unwind yourself. 2 more just like that. Keep everything stable. Rotate. Maybe you grab your chair behind you. Just hold somewhere for leverage. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate back. And release. Take your left arm up. So now, ear by your bicep. You can rest your elbow, your right elbow down. And this is it, right? Come back. If you can reach down, keep this left arm straight up. Come right back. It looks like this when I'm trying to show you. Reaching. Keeping your left leg extended to gates pose. Okay. Keep going. Last 3. Holding a block with your left hand can be a good idea. Or just using your body weight, right? Reaching down. If you want another variation, a block under can give you an idea where your hand can land. And then slowly come back. Returning yourself back to center, open out. Reach your left hand to your left thigh. Right arm goes up. And then maybe you do a dynamic side bend. 1. Left hand to your left knee, shins, or ankle. 2. 3. 4. Feel both side body really. And hold. Now breathe into your right side body. The right arm is reaching up or behind your head. So you can definitely modify if it's too much, right? Lifting, opening your chest towards the sky instead of down. So opening up for 3, 2, and 1. Prepare for chair twist. Bring your left foot over to the right. You can remove the block if it's in the way. And it's left elbow towards the right knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cross. And try to keep your knees together, hips parallel, thighs parallel. Is you can actually see it. And then when you're ready, palms together. If it's available, fists together, rotate your body to the right. So I'm going to quickly swivel myself so you can see the front view. Knees are together. Rotating through your right rib cage. And then slowly unwind yourself and return back to center. So I'm going to walk the feet back to center, adjusting yourself, and then arms forward. We're going to do a feel spinal extension and flexion. Take it slow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In breath. Exhale. Last two. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Nice work. Flex your hands. Use your other hands to guide the fingers to point up. Then point your fingers down, maybe using your other hand to guide, right? So now keep your elbows straight unless you're modifying. Good. And then slowly turning your fingers in, maybe using your other hands to help. Like a mirror, turning your fingers upward, maybe using your other hand to help. Elbows are trying to get it straight if you can. Flex your hands, the other hands again to help. Feel your extensor of your wrist. And then turning your fingers out, maybe just stare. And then bring it back to neutral, lower down, where we first started. Let's take it to the other side, starting from here, flexing your hands like you're giving someone a high five. Use your other hand to press back, maybe. If you want a little bit deeper stretch, right? Taking your elbows straight. Good. Turn your fingers down. Do the same thing as the other side. Use your other hand if you want. Take a few breaths. Then turn your fingers in, maybe using your other hand, maybe not. Oof. Palms facing you like you're looking at the mirror. Oof. And then slowly flexing. Oof. This one is a good one. I always like this feeling because I use a lot of iPhone, holding it, flexing. This is the opposite of flexing. So this is an extension of your wrist. And then slowly turning out with or without your other arm to deepen. And then take it back and lower down. Find your block. Taking your block to your mid-back. Scooch back a little bit. And we'll do a twist. Sitting up nice and upright. Inhale, exhale, go to the other side. Returning back to center, rest your hands down. As you become more aware of where you are, you can even close your eyes if you feel safe, right? We did a good, almost like an hour practice. So good. At first, I thought it was like a 30-minute practice. It turns out to be almost an hour. So really give yourself a pat on your back. Nice work. Sometimes it's so amazing when you set out to do something and you end up doing more, and it feels so good that time just passed by so fast when you're having fun. And that's how I feel in this practice when I set out to do and teach, and I end up teaching more. Really focusing on being present. Sometimes less is more, though. So again, listen and reevaluate. Listen and re uh, reconnect. Listen and reconnect to how you feel. And try to feel the places that is connecting you to those grounding places. The ground, the floor, the seat, the block, the back of the chair. And once you feel stable, you can start to work with the breath, imagining this flow, the rhythm of your breath rising from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown. And then as you're doing so, feel that you're uplifting your body, uplifting energy. We feel supported by the ground, by the earth, and yet we are connected to the sky, the infinite space above us, around us. Take a moment to soak in what you feel in this moment. Hearing sounds and appreciating. Again, if you have the sun shining in your face, this makes me so much joy. Makes me so happy. Just noticing that energy of spring, that renewal, that lots of hope, growth, letting go of old beliefs, letting go of anything that don't serve you, letting go of the weights that you carry. Even for a moment, it feels so freeing to know that you can always change at any given moment. There's a way to be free, freeing yourself from limiting belief that you can do something, but you set out to do and you finish it, right? Sometimes it's showing up to the day. Sometimes it's hard when the sun is not out. As for me, when on like cloudy days, I have to honor that as well, right? So that in good days, you appreciate even more. We'll place our hands in front of our heart center. Taking a moment again to give yourself lots of gratitude, appreciation for today's practice, for sitting, for joining even on this space on YouTube to practice with me. I really appreciate you checking out all the videos or to practice with me today. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for being here. And we simply send all our gratitude for this teaching and all the teachers that came before us. Namaste. Have an amazing day, and I hope that I can make some more videos in the future. Bye, everyone. Be well.